Hello class 7. Welcome to history class. In our online class we have already seen that how the Germans are migrating into the Roman Empire and how different barbarian tribes are attacking Rome one after another and sacking Rome, which caused huge devastation in the Roman Empire, in the Western Roman Empire, that led to the fall of the Western Roman Empire. Also, we have seen that the last Roman Roman Emperor Romulus Augustulus was deposed by the German leader Odoacer in 476 AD, which caused the downfall of the Western Roman Empire. Also, we have discussed that how, in spite of being their barbarian culture, the Germans are trying to follow some of the Roman laws and Roman customs and trying to maintain the Roman heritage. So we see that though the Holy Roman Empire ended with the beginning of rule of Odoacer, the German leader, still they tried to maintain some of the Roman culture and custom alive in the Roman Empire. Now we will see the religious, social and political life of the German people who started the rule in Rome. So first we will start with the social life of the German tribes. There we will see that the social life of German, like all other tribe, we see here also women used to do household work and men used to do outside work, but men and women were given equality in the society. That was the most important thing, that though they were primitive, but men and women were given equal position. So what we see is that women used to do household work and men used to go out for hunting and fighting and collecting food. These were the tasks of the men, and women used to do all the household works, but women and men were given equal position in the society. Also we see that in this situation the German people, the German men who are going out to fight and hunt, they had the responsibility of feeding their family, and they used to cultivate, do hunting and collecting food for their family. Also we see that the German society was divided into three classes. There was a class divided society. We can know from the German way of life that they had a class division in their society. In the class divided society, there were three classes, and what we see is that the first class were the nobles. The nobles were the first class of the society. They enjoyed all the privilege of the society, and this first class had the right to rule over the other classes of the society. And these were the topmost class. They enjoyed all the privileges of the society. The next class after the nobles were the freemen. Freemen were ruled by the nobles, and freemen did not have much privileges, but they had the right to vote. They had political right. Politically they can take part in decision and meetings to elect their rulers. So freemen had the right to vote, or they had political right, but they were below the nobles and they were ruled by the nobles. This class, the freemen, were ruled by the nobles, and the freemen were taxpayer. They had to pay the tax, whereas the nobles were free from paying any kind of taxes. They were free people completely. And after the freemen, you see, there are the slaves, the lowest class of the society, slaves. And these slaves were tortured and oppressed in the society, and they were treated as property. They had no liberty and no freedom of their own. So slaves were the most oppressed class of the society, and they were treated like property. So this was the social structure of the German society, where we see that there was a class divided society where nobles, freemen and slaves were the three classes, and nobles enjoyed all the privileges in the society, whereas the freemen were the taxpayer, but still they had some rights politically, and the slaves were completely bonded laborers. They had no rights at all, no liberty, and they had no right to life also. Their own life were also dependent on the will of the freemen or the nobles. Next we will move on to the political life of the German people. Political life of the German is also important, where we see that politically that many families living together used to form a village. So a village was formed by many families were forming villages. And here we see that different villages were combined together to form another political unit, that is the hundreds. So many villages were forming another political unit which were called hundred. Hundred was the means political unit which was formed by joining many villages. So many families who were living together in one particular place used to form one village, and many villages together formed one hundred. Similarly, many hundreds together formed a gaon. Another political unit after the hundred is the gaon. So gaon was another political unit which was formed by many hundreds. Hundreds were important because these were formed later into towns, corresponding to the towns later on, hundreds. And gaons were the bigger unit which were formed out of many hundreds. So this was the political structure, political life of the German people, where we see that they had a political unit, that is villages were the smallest of the political unit, and from village there was hundred, then there were gaon. Also we see that they had democratic system in the government, because they used to select the bravest man, who was the most brave man in their tribe. They were tribal people, so among their tribe, each tribe used to select the brave man as their leader, tribal leader, to protect themselves. So democratically they used to select that. So this system of democracy was there. Also we see that they had assemblies to discuss matter about their problems, about the daily life, any problem which is going on. These things they used to discuss in their assemblies. So they had assemblies also, from which we can say that there was democratic system. This was the political life of the German people. Next we will see the religious life of the German people. So this German tribal people were basically pagan people. Pagan people means they did not have any particular religion or any particular thing to worship. So what they did is that in the religious life, they were basically ancestral worshipper. They used to worship ancestral, but mainly they were the worshipper of nature. That is the most important thing. In the religious life, we see they were mainly the nature worshipper. So they were the worshipper of nature, and in nature what they used to worship, they worship tree, they worship air, fire, wind, wood, all the natural items they used to worship, the German tribal people. So these barbarian people were basically pagan people. They did not have any particular principle or discipline in their religion. They used to worship anything and everything that they found around them. So basically they were, but mainly they were nature worshipper, as we have seen. So they used to worship the forces of nature. So that is the most important thing in the religious life of the German people, that they were the worshipper of forces of nature. And in this we see that they used to worship fire, they used to worship sky, they used to worship tree, wood, all these things. And also we see that the name of the days in English calendar, present English calendar, name of the days came from this, that is from the German people's religious life. That is, they used to worship different gods, like they used to worship moon. Moon god was moon. From that the Monday came. Then they used to worship Thor, which was a thunder god. From that Thursday came. Woden was the god, from which Wednesday came. They used to worship TV, from which Tuesday came. Like this, they used to worship different gods and goddesses. Sky god, Freya was worshipped by them. So we see that sun god, and then there was Saturn. Like this, they used to worship different gods of nature. And from these natural things, the different days, name of the days of the week came from the German people. So this was basically the religious life of the German people. So today we have seen the political, social and religious life of the German people, and we have seen that these tribal people who were they were barbarian, they did not have much culture or civilization of their own, but they had a structure of their life. Their social structure was there, they had a political structure as well as a religious structure was also there. So today we will do till here, social, political and religious life of the German people. Thank you.